This is the LeMieux Report for the week of February 9th. Topic 1. Sansom out, Creedle in. A little more than a week ago, Florida House Speaker Ray Sansom tried to step down temporarily as he faces multiple investigations. House Republicans decided to make Sansom's resignation permanent, voting to replace Sansom with Representative Larry Creedle from Ocala. Creedle wasted no time naming former House Rules Chairman Dudley Goodlett as his chief of staff. Sansom remains in the House as the chair of the Policy Council. Bottom line, the change in leadership will allow Sansom to either clear his name or face the consequences, while permitting the Florida House to move forward to do the work of the people. Remember the highly debated proposal to divert freight traffic from the Orlando metro area towards Polk County in favor of a commuter rail? The project is back with full support of the governor. Sunrail is projected to infuse more than $1 billion into Florida's economy over the next 30 years. More than 13,000 construction and operations jobs will be created almost immediately, equaling $350 million in household earnings. Bottom line, Sunrail is good for Florida, but if Florida is to one day boast a first-rate economy, it has to improve its infrastructure, establishing a commuter rail not just in Central Florida, but in South Florida as well. Republican senators appeared somewhat successful in stripping down the stimulus package that passed the U.S. House of Representatives without a single Republican vote. As governor, Charlie Crist, unlike members of Congress, is responsible for balancing a budget. He supports the stimulus that could send as much as $13.3 billion to the Sunshine State. Last week, the governor assembled agency heads and got the assurances that the money would be put to work immediately. Bottom line, whether you support the federal stimulus package or not, there is no argument that if money is going to be spent, Florida should get its fair share. The nation's largest publisher of metropolitan business newspapers, American City Business Journals, says Orlando is the best place in Florida to start a business. Orlando ranks 7th nationally, Miami-Fort Lauderdale 12th, Cape Coral 20th, and Jacksonville 25th. Tampa-St. Petersburg comes in at 53rd, and Lakeland is 81st. Last year, Florida had the top 3 cities, but BizJournal says Raleigh and Charlotte, North Carolina are tops this year. Raleigh saw 23% growth between 2003 and 2008, while Southeast Florida had 9% growth. Bottom line, Florida is feeling the effects of increasing unemployment and a struggling housing market. Still, with jobs fewer and farther between, Florida's low taxes and economic incentives keep our state a great place to start a business. In the last 10 years, Florida's sports industry has grown from a $16 billion to a $36 billion impact on Florida's economy. More than 400,000 people make a living through 9 major professional sports franchises. Florida is home to spring training facilities for 16 major league teams. Spring training infuses $450 million annually into Florida's economy. With more than 1,200 golf courses, Florida holds a 44% share of the golf travel market and is a top destination for 5 million annual golf travelers who play more than 58 million rounds each year. Bottom line, Florida's vibrant sports industry is not just fun and games. The industry has benefited from more than 10 years of work by the Governor's Office of Tourism, Trade, and Economic Development through the Florida Sports Foundation. This is an example of how investments like those the state is now making in biotechnology, as well as alternative and renewable energy, can pay off in the long run.